Hi everyone, it's Lily Kitten here. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to do a video about hair care tips for not just curly hair, very curly hair. Seems like a bit of an ironic day to do this video considering I've just been out in the pouring rain. Oh, I feel really self-conscious of my hair now. Everyone's going to be judging it. So I really enjoy having this hair now, and I have done for a few years. When I was younger, it was a right pain in the bum. Kids at school used to make fun of me because it was really frizzy. I hadn't got it under control, and I got quite a lot of stick about it until probably about 4 years ago when I really started to like having this hair. I used to get asked all the time why I don't straighten my hair, but when I do get asked, I just say, because this is my hair and I like it. I was the oldest child, so I didn't have any brothers or sisters to tell me how to deal with this sort of hair. So all of these tips I've sort of worked out myself over the years, and these are the things that really work for me and hopefully will work for you too. My number one tip is just to love your hair. I know it can be hard sometimes, but you really just have to embrace your hair. This is what you're going to have forever, so you've got to embrace it sometime. My number two tip is to find a conditioner that works for you. It really does make a world of difference. The conditioner that I use at the moment, and I have used for a few years now, is Tresemme. After you've washed it, it really does make it feel so soft. But don't put conditioner in your roots, otherwise it might get a bit greasy. Also, make sure not to put too much conditioner on or to leave it on too long. I usually leave my conditioner on about 3 minutes. It does recommend to only leave it on for 60 seconds, but I like to let it sink in a little bit more. If you leave it on too long or if you put too much in, it might be too soft, which is what I find sometimes, and then it just makes it impossible to do anything with because it's all wispy like Rapunzel. Number 3 tip is to make sure you change up your conditioner every few weeks. It stops your hair sort of getting used to the conditioner and becoming immune to the effects that it has on your hair. So by changing it every so often, you really feel the benefits of keeping your hair nice and fresh. Number 4 tip is if it's really frizzy, then don't feel like you have to use shampoo every time. I do use shampoo and conditioner every time I wash my hair, but shampoo tends to make your hair more frizzy, especially on the top. Leads me on to number 5, which is to only brush your hair when it's wet. If you can, brush it with a comb and not a brush. The comb, as you can see, the teeth really get in all the tangles, try and pull it out. But it is so much better for your hair if you use a comb, and you will lose a lot less hair. Concentrate on the ends because that's where the tangles tend to be. Number 6 is never use heat on your hair. I never use a hairdryer, and if it's an emergency and I have to use a hairdryer, I will never use it on the heat option. I will just use it on the cold option and then just do it through the ends. Never at the top, because then it will frizz up all the top of your hair. I always make sure that I wash my hair early evening. That way it means that it will dry naturally. I don't have to use a hairdryer and I can go to sleep on it while it's dry. I also never put my hair up while I go to sleep because it will just pull out the curls. Number 7 tip, try and use some serum when your hair's wet. What I use is this Twisted Sister 30-second curl spray. What I do is just spray it on the ends of it and then run my fingers through it while it's still wet. This has probably changed my life, not an exaggeration. Number 8, try to avoid dyeing it if you can. I know it's really frustrating sometimes to have curly hair because it's really hard to put it in hairstyles. You have to sort of refrain from doing anything that can damage it because it damages really easily. But trust me, your hair will be in excellent condition if you leave it fresh and you care for it. And then that'll make it easier to maintain in the future. Number 9 is not to use lots of any products. Like I said with the conditioner, it can really make it either too soft or too frizzy. I've only actually started using mousse this past year, and what I do is I spray a tiny bit into the palm of my hand, then I rub my hands together, then I put it in the roots only at the top of my hair if it needs a bit of a volume boost. Number 10. Make sure you have a haircut that suits you. My hair is quite long really, you can't really tell because it's in such tight ringlets, but I do have layers in it. Layers really do help if your hair is past shoulder length. So I hope you enjoyed my hair care tips. I am not a hairdresser. These are just things which have worked really well for me over the years and have helped keep my hair in really good condition even though it is very, very curly. Thank you for watching guys, please subscribe.